Hello. Welcome to Card Minds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Leo weekly money and career reading from April 3rd to the 9th, 2023. Leo, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week, April 3rd to the 9th, 2023, for the sign of Leo. Leo, thank you to each and every one. Oh, lots of cards, but I'm going to take them. Thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart, to all of you, to each and every one, for boosting this channel, for helping me push forward in these readings. It is a wonderful journey, and everyone that watches, likes, shares, subscribes, boosts this channel forward. So thank you. Thank you, really. Leos, and you're up there, Leos. Always there, always present. Thank you to all. Six of Pentacles. This Six of Pentacles and the Four of Cups has come up a lot. Wanting better, wanting sharing, wanting equal, right? Wanting your fair share. And you're done with a certain way. You're done with a certain maybe way of working. Maybe this is in a job with the, I think you're dissatisfied, maybe either with your salary or how it's managed, or how you don't feel like it's fair or balanced in the salary distribution of each employee, if that makes sense, right? And you're sort of done with the way, what they have to offer. They, an entity, a company, a business, a group of people, whatever, because it can also be in a project, in a nonprofit project or a non-profit business, and you feel like it's not done properly. I don't know why I'm getting that, right? You don't agree. So here you are with the Hermit, letting go certain ways, finding your journey, finding your sense, what makes sense to you, and pushing forward in that with the Hermit, right? You're realizing that you're the one that has to make the choice, that the answer is within. That's what the Hermit is all about. But it's also figuring out what you want from this. Is this satisfying or not? Do you think this is enough for you, or do you want to break away from this situation? Because it doesn't look bad, it doesn't feel bad. It just feels that you don't think it's enough, or you find it, you're sort of bored with the whole thing now, and you don't want to deal with it anymore. That's the way it feels. It doesn't mean it's bad, and it doesn't mean anybody really did anything bad. Let's pull some more cards, because you're thinking, yes, there's a decision to be made. You want different. And you feel that you want justice here. You want justice. Now, it can be justice, or it can just be you want your fair share, right? Equal 50-50 in a business, or you want that promotion like that other one got, right? That other person got, or you want to negotiate, and you want your fair share in the situation. And it's becoming very clear in your mind with this justice, right? The justice is needing to make an important decision, because either you don't think you're treated fairly, or you don't think the situation is managed fairly, or, and so it's about the search of the truth. Why? Why did this happen? Or why is this happening like that? Maybe you don't trust someone, or maybe, right? But I think that as you explore your truth, you will discover that things are not maybe as clear as you had thought, from the beginning, right? So be prepared. And I think that you are digging deep to explore what truth means to you, what is fair to you, what this should look like to you. So whether this is a business situation, a financial situation, or a family situation, right? It can also be that. I think that you are aware of what you believe to be true and what you believe to be fair and ethical, but you're challenging yourself to explore new territories on what you really want, right? You don't agree basically with this situation, but it's not completely bad. It's just that you realize that your place is somewhere else. Your mind is somewhere else. Your power, your talent belongs somewhere else. Wow. It's a very profound reading, Leo. Yes, and there's the Chariot. Moving forward. Determined. I think that once you make your decision, it's very clear here that you're determined to move on to something else. Explore other territories with the Chariot, right? Understanding now that you're ready. Maybe you weren't ready before. Maybe you explored things within this job, business, territory, project, right? Take it as it resonates. It will be different for each and every one of you. And maybe this situation here woke you up. And it feels like that. It feels like all of a sudden you're awake with the Chariot and there's no looking back. And you realize what you're made of. You realize what is most important for you, right? It's karma. It's responsibility. It's the law of cause and effect. Whatever happened there is boosting you forward. So if it's good, if you did everything you had to do there, if that's where, you got your experience or got your knowledge or, understood what you're made of and what job you want or how you want to change your career or the connections you want or, how you want to expand your business, now you got this. So even if you're, it really feels like, I've had this experience multiple times in my work life. So it feels like you took a job, and it can be nonprofit or not, doesn't have to be. You took a job, got everything you could out of that, did good, right? And then you reach the wall. You reach the wall where there's nowhere, there's nowhere to go. You can't go further up, or people don't want to offer you that position that you want, or they're not going to give you more money, or they're not going to give you more responsibility. Basically, you're not going to be able to grow in that situation anymore, right? Doesn't mean anybody did any wrong. It just means that you're at the end of a cycle, at the end of a journey within that job, business situation. Take it as it resonates. And so now you find that clarity in your journey, that you have to move on to something else, and that it's time. And it's surprised we don't have the Magician, but it's time. It's time to assert yourself, to take control, to step into a leadership role or a management role somewhere else, right? So either you're starting your own business, or you're applying for other managerial positions, or you want more responsibility. You want more responsibility. Right? But I think you always have, and you realize that's not going to go anywhere. Interesting. All right. And so now, yes, complete new start with the Death card. Go for it, Leo. This is you in all your glory, transforming, realizing what you have to let go to be able to boss up in another company, to boss up in another career, job, business, goal. Take it as it resonates, right? Because the Chariot is pure determination, right? But pure determination and action-oriented and motivated and so inspired because you're ready. Because this situation here, whatever job you were in before, sorry, I have to sneeze, put you there, right? Gave you that experience, prepared you. And even if it gets a little boring, or even if you're not seeing eye to eye with your coworkers or, you know, the other people you're working there, that has prepared you to, you know, skyrocket you to your next level, to your next career, or to your next job, right? And you're a bit headstrong here, it feels, but you're asserting yourself. You're asserting yourself. So just be bold. Be bold in expressing your desires, your boundaries. And I think you're more and more, you're having faith in yourself. You know who you are now. You know what you stand for. And this is enabling you to really leave a whole past behind between the Hermit and the Death card, right? Because you had to dig deep, or maybe you have to dig deep now with the Hermit within your soul, right? To realize that your knowledge and your sense of truth is within yourself. No one else is going to give you the answers. Your colleagues, your situation. If you're expecting, that's the way it feels. If you're expecting that raise, or you're expecting that promotion, or you're expecting people to praise you and, you know, and to give you more responsibility, I think that if you deep down intuitively understand that you've reached a block, right, that you did what you had to do within that job, and that you belong somewhere else, and that your ambition and your talent belongs somewhere else, and it's time to gain more experience and more excitement, and, you know, expand your territories and develop your career, and, you know, somewhere else, then you know this is a pivotal point in your life, right? And you know that you're not going to get the answers within distractions of the outside world, or the other people are not going to give you the answers. Time for you to reorient yourself and push forward. And it's successful with the Chariot, right? With a more, I think you're changing your overall path, right? You're reevaluating your personal goals. And I think you're taking a look at your life, or at least you're looking at your life with a deeper and more spiritual perspective. And then you have the Death card, where you're really letting go. It's a phase where you realize this is no longer for you. You're opening up to something far more interesting, far more valuable, and your ambition is, you know, pumped up now. Right? So just let go of the past and just close that door, and just know that, you know, you be ready to embrace the new opportunities. Let's see what the opportunities are, because this is a renewal. This is a transformation. No need to resist, you know, especially if it's unhealthy, right? Just learning to let go of the unhealthy attachments. And sometimes, and again, that has happened to me, and these are very important, pivotal moments in my life, and that's why I share them. I do not just share randomly, but to stay too long in a job. And I have done that multiple times, and I regret, but at the same time, that's what happened, right? Too long is not good. It's unhealthy, and we feel that we don't belong there anymore. We feel that we disconnect with the people, even if these were colleagues, or, you know, coworkers or managers that we really got along with, and we learned a lot in the company and all that. We gained a lot of experience. We realized that we don't fit anymore, and that's very, very uncomfortable. All right, here we go. Wow, look at that. Another major arcana. In control, powerful. Yeah, feeling left out. That's exactly what I said. Feeling disconnected within a job, because you know you're moving on to something else. You know there's something more important for you in the next step. And so here, the disconnect, you're not invited to the table, right? You're not invited to the meetings, or you're not getting all the information, or you feel like, you know, your coworkers are not speaking to you in the same way they usually do, right? You're finding clarity though. There you go. 5 of Swords, the ego battle, figuring things out, feeling uncomfortable, but you are completely in control. You have the Emperor, the King of Swords, Leo, clarity, 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 right? And it's really about not taking any nonsense, not taking any BS, and you're very sharp. You're sharp-tongued, you're sharp-witted. Your discussions, as you move out of this, your discussions are sharper and sharper. Like, I'm not tolerating this, or why should I continue like this, or why am I not getting this information? Yada, 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 right? And that is you understanding that whoever wronged you, if there is that, there will be repercussions. And the justice is there to serve whatever they should serve, right? Whoever wronged someone will be served. And the universe is sort of pushing you back in the right direction, aligning what is most important for you, aligning with that, and you realizing what you're made of and now what you're moving into, right? And there you go. Ace of Cups. Here's that offer. Or if it's not an offer, it's you realizing that this company, these people, this platform is where you belong. Feels very artistic, doesn't have to be, right? With the Ace of Cups. Maybe you have a certain talent and you're exploring your talent, or you found a platform where it's like utter joy to connect with, similar people, because this, that was the end of that. And now you're moving into something where, a place. So whether it's a platform, whether it's a company, whether it's a goal of yours, we don't have the magician to work with a certain group of people or a community or a business. This is utter joy, right? To connect with the right people and to be able to express yourself for who you are. Show your real self. No boundaries. So if you have a talent, if you are an artist, or you're expressing your art, whether it be music, whether it be painting, whether it be dancing, whether it be writing lyrics, or writing poems, or writing books or scripts or something like that, or it doesn't matter what it is, right? It will be different for each and every one of you. You are determined to work with this entity here. And this is an offer or something you're really wanting, a place you really wanting to work at. Wow. Or a group of people you really want to work with, right? But it seems with this, this Three of Wands, either you're traveling, you're waiting for that answer to travel, you're waiting for that answer to work with those people, or work with that group, or maybe you're traveling to work on a project. Wow, it feels a little bit like that it's a community or a group of people, like-minded, right? Maybe a group of musicians or a group of artists. Take it as it resonates. Or, yes, I'm seeing philharmonic. So maybe you're a classical musician, right? And you're going to work for an orchestra, or in an orchestra. You're going to travel the world, and maybe that's just for one person, but that's very interesting. But you're exploring other territories, and you're really opening yourself up to the world. It feels like you want to travel. I don't know if you're going to travel, but it feels like, it's becoming, you're widening your spectrum no matter what. Connecting to other worlds, connecting to maybe other countries doesn't mean you're traveling, right? You can just be connecting and really enjoying this new community, enjoying this new job, this new business, because this is, doesn't have to be a business, but it's certainly a new platform or a new opportunity here with the Ace of Cups, and it's a joyful opportunity. Wow, beautiful reading, Leo. All right, let's see what messages we have in this second deck, and then I will let you ask a question at the end of the reading. So if you want to stick around, I have two decks that I would like to use, two new little decks, very simple. If you want to ask a question, it's just one card. It's just something I've been wanting to do for a while. All right, here we go. Yes, stuck. So you might still be stuck in that situation, job, right? Finding your answers, yes. Making a choice. You're becoming comfortable with your choices. You're becoming comfortable with what you want and financially independent. This situation here, the determination you have to move forward on another project or another job or, you know, whatever your goal is bringing you financial independence. I like that. But yes, stress and feeling stuck in the last situation, whatever it is, whether it be job or maybe another community or a business or a company. Yes, you don't trust these people anymore. Or maybe it's just one person that let you down or that lied to you or just, you know, the Seven of Swords is that conniving situation, whether it be one person or several, that you just can't trust anymore. But again, it doesn't always mean something went wrong. It just means you're not in the right place anymore. Time to move on. And you know that. You know that clearly. And here you go. Moving on. Queen of Wands, bold, creative, moving into your next territory, believing in yourself, trusting yourself with the Star that this is the place to be. You got this. You're also healing from past wounds, healing from these disappointments, healing from this past job that probably disappointed you, or, you know, you're done. And it always takes a little process. It always takes a little healing. It's not easy to go from one to the other, especially if not only we had a great experience in the job, but we stayed a bit too long and it gets bitter, right? It gets difficult. That's when it gets really bitter and complicated. But we can't always leave, right? We don't always have another job lined up. We have to pay the bills, right? It's not that black and white, obviously. But here you are, confident, boosted, leading. You might be leading this group. You might be leading a new, you know, becoming a manager in a company. But people in this situation here, look, it's funny how you have black and white here. People in this new job, business situation are just loving your talent, loving your personality, and job well done, Leo, because you've put a lot of effort and determination and willpower in this new cycle. And it's a whole new cycle, right, with the Death card. You're really leaving a lot of emotions behind, but you're also leaving a lot of that mindset behind where you felt stuck. Sort of unable to express who you really were, right? Had to play sort of a game. I don't know why I'm saying that. So comment down below, Leo. Let me know where you stand. Let me know what this is all about. Let me know how you feel and, you know, what your journey is all about, especially in these transitions. These transitions are very complicated sometimes, and sometimes it takes us a little bit, you know, to heal and to process. So love and light to you if you're going through that. All right, let's see if there's one last message for the road, Leo. Weekly, money and career. But, you know, you're confident, so good. And you're really powerful in this new endeavor, whatever it is. Yes, there you go. You have the Chariot again. Determined, ready, successful, abundant, but powerful. But it's because you know, and because you have the energy and the ambition to work, and you're ready. You're ready. But the Chariot is not just, you know, sitting on the couch and all of a sudden some power happens and some magic happens. No, you deserve this. You worked hard for this. Good for you. Yes, you figured it out. 2 times the Hermit, 2 times the Chariot. You have figured it out. You had to dig deep for this one. This has not been an easy transition or an easy choice. And I think that at one point you didn't really understand what was going on and kept asking questions. No answers. Because at that point you realized, or you are realizing, that, you know, there was nowhere else to go in that job or in that company. And maybe there was a little disappointment. Right? I don't blame you. But here you are with the Hangman. So hang tight. Be patient. It's different, right? You're moving. I like this because this opportunity, so the hangman on one side is saying, don't push this. This is not going to go anywhere, right? Push in the other direction or wait, because, you know, as you assess, or if you haven't assessed yet, you will assess or reassess your path, right? It's new. This next chapter is new. It's emerging. It's coming. And just allow the time and space. Exactly. Take your time. Take your time to process and to understand exactly where you stand and what you're made of and what this next step in your career is going to be, right? The hangman invites you to pause and surrender to the situation, even if it's different, right? Even if it's different than what you expected or different than what you had before. Take time out of your routine to connect with a new way of seeing, a new way of thinking, because this is going to be a new community. This is a transformation. This is a whole new chapter for you, Leo. Don't resist, accept, and just let go the past situation that was no longer for you. I have one. Okay, so 2 cards. One, if you're interested, you don't have to. Just ask yourself one question. Doesn't have to have anything to do with this reading. Just one question, and here is the answer. Well, there you go. Let go. I don't know if you had asked your question regarding this reading or regarding, the next step or anything, but there you go. Let go. And then one other deck called the Spirit Junkie. They're just little messages that I find lovely. This one is the Crystal Ball Pocket Oracle. All right, if anybody's interested. And here you have 2 messages. 2 came out, so I'm going to read both. When I lead from a place of love, people respect me. There you go. And this one over here, send a prayer of love to all beings in need of a miracle. I will end it at that. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching, Leo. Thank you to each and every one for your support, your energies, and your power. That empowers me to push forward in this channel for these readings. So thank you to each and every one. Have a great week, Leo. Take care. Bye-bye.